Alright guys, we are back. I'm sorry for this part 2, but I had a little issue there. I thought I was able to stop and go on the video, and I just, I messed up on that one, guys. But we are back. This is going to be part 2 now, which was supposed to be just a one-part deal, but we have a now part 2 of our unboxing and review of Brian Myers. So first part of the review is all in package. Second part of the review is all out of the package. So here we do have Brian Myers out of the package here, and he has none other than his vest, his 3 other heads that come with it, the dog tags, the miniature figure of the figure, his face mask, and the microphone, the major wrestling figure pod microphone. So guys, we're going to go over this figure, we're going to break it down, we're going to show it off to you a little bit here, and see what you think. I will say this before I even get into this review. This figure is like super stiff. I mean, this thing was like, yeah, I'm not hearing it. So I did get it just set perfectly to be able to stand up. That wasn't too bad. I did switch his left hand out for an open hand, so that way we could also put the mic in there now, because the rest of the hands that are in the packaging are going to stay in there. And that is one thing, even when I do, like, I open some of these, I put them out on the shelf. I don't usually like to have too many of them with a bunch of hands out, just so that way we already know where they go and where they belong. So those will stay in the package. A couple of, like I said, closed fist and open fist hands in there, so nothing that is too major, but those are in there as well. And as we break it down here, first we'll go right to Brian Myers himself. And like I said, guys, this figure is like super stiff. These are moving okay. That went not so terrible in and out there to do a split. I don't want to go too much further than that. There's a lot of tension on it there. But the legs don't really want to move too much on the pivots that are in there. They're definitely in there tight, and which, I mean, isn't a bad thing. I guess I'd rather have that than some of the figures that we get that are like super loose. But so anyway, needless to say, he is in here in his entrance gear, his wrestling attire, I should say. And looks like we're paying a little homage to Edge here, maybe? I don't know, right? Yeah, looks like that. But very cool outfit. I do love this with the orange and the blue. And of course, obviously, we've got the M right on the front there, on the chest, stomach. We've got the M coming from the center of the sun-like logo, very Edge style for sure. And then we've got none other than the M down here on the boots, looking very good too. But yeah, I mean, this is a great looking figure, no doubt. I mean, I would give this an easy 9 out of 10 as far as the appearance wise. Face scan, not too bad. Could be a little bit more crisp with the little bit of black smudges that are on there. Those might be able to come off. We'll have to see about that. But a very nice figure all the way down, like I said, to the boots, the detail, all into the knee pads. Everything works out very well with that. But standing up, I don't know. Let's see here. Yeah, it's a little tight. Like I said, guys, you got to kind of like mold the feet there with your fingers. And there we go. That hopefully will stay for the rest of this video. We'll see what happens. But up next, we've got his entrance vest. And of course, we got the logos right on the front there. And on the back as well. Brian Myers. Pro wrestler, established 1995. I think that's a 9. That might be an 8. It's a little far off. Might be an 8. Might be a 5. Might be a 9. Might be on the floor. Who knows? There we go. It's back again. Whoa, look at that magic trick, huh? Anyways, guys, but yeah, nice jacket here. Nice vest. Very nice detail here with the fronts being, shown off almost like a zipper style there to the sides. We got like the pockets here, some like stress marks in it. Kind of showing a little bit of like usage and motion with the hood on it as well. Design on the back. And then up next, we've got another head scan, similar to the one that he's got on, more of a just plain face, long hair all the way down the back. And this one actually might make its way to MERCARI. Who knows? That one might wind up there. This one we got to keep because he's got the man bun going on in the back there, as you can see. Almost like that Roman Reigns head sculpt that we've gotten a couple of times there. We got to have a couple of man bun ones, right? So we got that there. Looking really good. Nice line on this one. There's no smudges, thankfully. And then this one, which is actually my favorite. This is him with the hat on backwards. Little smirk on his face there. And on the back, of course, the major wrestling figure pod. Gotta love that one. That's a good head sculpt for sure. And then up next, we have, let's see here. What do we want to do next? We'll do the dog tags that they come with. And of course, these again saying the Major Wrestling Figure Pod on them. And these come with him. We can actually maybe even throw those up on him. I don't know. See how that goes. It's a little tough with the hair. Might have to work it out a little bit different there, but you do get these dog tags, which is pretty cool. Might have to take the head off and then pop it back on, which will be a lot easier. But nice accessory. Nice little add-on. And then here we do have the Major Wrestling Figure Pod microphone. We'll see how that fits right there in the hand. And looking good. And like I said, guys, these are tight. Like, these figures are definitely tight. Like, the hand motions, everything with it. Like, the joints, just everything is all very, very tight in the motions. That is, like, 100% for sure. For sure. And then we will take this back out of his hand there. Up next is his miniature figure of his figure, which is, like, one of the coolest things. The Matt Cardona that also was in this same series had one of these as well. And let's see here. Can he hold on to his figure? He certainly can. He certainly can. And Brian Myers showing off. He's telling you, look, Ma, I made it. I got my own action figure. And not only that, his action figure has an action figure of his action figure. You know you have reached the top of the mountain when you could say that. And now next up, we do have his face mask here. Very cool little piece. See how that fits on. See how that does here. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Definitely not going to go on that one. Let's see. Does it go on this one? Or actually, let me see. Maybe that's what it is. You gotta put them on from underneath and then put the head back on. That's probably the way to do it. So there you go. That's an idea of what it should look like. But it does fit. It's just that it's, like I said, you have to probably take the head off and then put that back on. But very, very cool figure. I like this a lot. I like Super 7. They've made some great figures. They've had a couple of ones that I don't really care for too much, but this figure is really cool. I can't wait to review the Matt Cardona at some point, too, down the road. But this one, as you can see, like I said, comes with an array of accessories, multiple head scans, that vest jacket there, the dog tags, the microphone, the figure of the figure, the 2 extra sets of hands. I mean, it is an immense amount of accessories and extras with this figure. I was fortunate enough to get it much cheaper than it is going for right now. That is for sure. I think the last time I saw these, they were maybe around the $100 mark or close to it. I'm not sure if much has changed since then. I guess I'd have to check that out. But of course, pushing that $100 mark, very, very expensive for a figure. But I was fortunate enough to get these, I think, for around 50. It might have been $50 or 45. I think I paid. So not too bad. All in all, you know what I mean? But it's, again, it's like, it says right on top of that box, you gotta scratch that figure itch. So sometimes you gotta pay to play, and we are certainly playing big time over here with none other than the most professional wrestler in all of wrestling, and that is the Brian Myers. And for Brian Myers and the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast, you already know that's how you're going to have to scratch that figure itch. Check them out on YouTube. They are always putting up new videos, and definitely great content without question. Alongside Mark Sterling there, always putting out some great videos every week, like I said, and definitely want to get over there and check them out. I'm sure they don't need any extra help from me to get any publicity, but as you guys already know, this has been another figure review. I'm all discombobulated over here, guys. As I said the other day, wasn't feeling too great, so we're still coming off of that. And I messed up this video by not being able to get it all in one because I pressed the wrong button. So it is what it is. But as we do what we do over here, this is going to be it for me today for Brian Myers in the Super 7 Major Wrestling Figure Pod series. Myself, Matt's Wrestling Collectibles. Guys, until the next video, stay safe and stay tuned.